What if the Great Flood was not just a story, but a real event that reshaped human civilization? Nearly every ancient culture has a flood story. The Bible tells of Noah. The Epic of Gilgamesh describes Utnapishtim building a boat. Hindu texts speak of Manu surviving a deluge. Native American, African, Greek, and Chinese traditions all describe catastrophic floods. The similarities are too widespread to ignore. In the biblical account, God warned Noah that a flood would destroy all life. Noah built a massive ark and brought his family and pairs of animals aboard. Rain fell for 40 days and 40 nights. The waters covered the highest mountains, and only those inside the ark survived. The oldest known written flood story comes from ancient Mesopotamia. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, the gods decide to destroy humanity with a flood. A man named Utnapishtim is warned and builds a great ship. The story predates the Bible by centuries, suggesting the flood myth had deep roots in the ancient Near East. Geologists have found evidence of massive flooding events at the end of the last ice age. Melting glaciers could have raised sea levels by more than 100 meters. Coastal settlements would have been swallowed. Rivers could have burst their banks. To ancient people, such events would have seemed like the end of the world. One leading theory points to the Black Sea. Around 7,500 years ago, rising Mediterranean waters may have burst through a land barrier and flooded the Black Sea basin. The event would have displaced thousands of people and spread flood stories across Mesopotamia, Anatolia, and beyond. What if the floods were not separate local events, but parts of one global catastrophe? A sudden climate shift, a comet impact, or massive underwater earthquakes could have triggered worldwide tsunamis. Coastal civilizations around the world would have been destroyed, leaving only scattered survivors to remember. If a great flood really happened, it may have erased evidence of advanced prehistoric civilizations. Coastal settlements from before the flood would now lie deep underwater. Structures, tools, and records could be hidden beneath the sea, waiting for archaeologists to find them. In our imagined history, the Ark was not just a wooden boat. It was a seed bank, a library, and a survival craft designed to preserve life and knowledge. Noah, Utnapishtim, and other flood heroes may have been warned by a more advanced group that understood the coming disaster. A global flood would have reset human civilization. Agriculture, writing, and cities would have been lost. Survivors would have started over, passing down fragmented memories of the disaster through oral tradition. The world we know today might be built on the ruins of a much older culture. Whether the Great Flood was a single worldwide event or many local disasters remembered as one, the myth continues to shape our imagination. It reminds us that the earth can change suddenly, and that human memory, passed through story and song, may preserve truths older than written history.